This is Tuesday the 12th of October 2021. I'm at the Irish National Stud Kildare. I'm on my way to the Stallions stables. I was going to introduce you to the next part of my tour, which is the breeding shed, which I should have showed you at the very beginning. That's usually the beginning of the breeding process, is the breeding shed. I should have showed you that from the very start, not the foaling unit. The foaling unit is not actually the beginning of the breeding process. Is the breeding shed is what I should have showed you at the start of my tour today, folks. I made a mistake. Apologies. I made a bit of an error there. I should have showed you the breeding shed first, because that's where all the that's where all the breeding starts, with all the covers, with the stallions and the mares, and then is the foaling unit. But I'll show you that in my next day. But the horses seems to be at the doors. Well, they were at the doors, so I'll go and say hello to a few horses.
Yeah.
I could take the thing out as I'm walking up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight, yeah.
I'll show the viewers the Invincible statue there. This is Spirit statue, folks. The legend himself.
Yeah.
The king. So this is where the stallions go at the end of the day. We'll talk more about that again some other time. It doesn't look like they're at the doors now. They were at the doors. They were at the doors a second ago. See, they're gone down again. Just look at that, they're getting down.
Have a go. Patience.
They're all feeding. It looks like they're feeding. There's no more horses coming in to come in, is there? I'll go down and see if there's any more horses that need to come in.
Wait for you here, okay?
Check to make sure that he was in, because I didn't want push it up. I didn't look in the door. I just wanted to. I could hear him snorting. I didn't look in his door. I just wanted to see. I could hear him breathing. They're not being Palestinian, because it is quite cold out here.
Yeah.
It is quite cold out. I'm surprised they're not being Palestinian. It is quite chilly out.
Yeah.
Lee,
I don't know.
it is quite chilly out.
Mhm.
Surprised they're not being Palestinian. It is quite chilly out.
Yeah.
It is quite cold out. Just look like I'm going looking here at all. They look like they're all eating their dinner. Invincible. I can't put it in Invincible. I'm having Invincible though too. The bit bleeding is in there. See, this has his coat on anyway. Usually has his coat on. Here's the king. That's what I get for put it in Invincible. So I haven't had Invincible over. Here's the Invincible. Here's the king. Having his dinner. Hello there, Invincible. How you doing there? Looks like you got a bit dirty. You're doing a rolling in the grass today, have you? You do a bit, hey? Doing rolling around, have you? Yeah? Sorry, I didn't see. Like I like getting fish rolling around. I like getting horses. I like to get horses rolling around. How you doing there, Invincible? I'm sorry we haven't been into you for a while. I've been out for over a week. Haven't been coming in to visit you at all. Sure I haven't. I've been ignoring you. Very sorry about that. I've been very busy last week. I've been busy schedule last week. I won't be in for the rest of the week either. This will be the only day I'll be in day for this in the stud this week, folks. I'm out for the rest of the week. I won't be back till next week. I'm only in for one day this week, unfortunately. Equiano. He's Equiano. This is the French stallion eating his dinner. Hercules, that's the same coat that Gale Force was wearing.
Right. Hercules, yeah.
Hercules,
Different pattern, that's all.
fine Hercules, what?
Different pattern, that's all.
Different pattern. It's the exact same name though. Hercules Equine. Yeah.
Celtic equine.
Yeah, this is the exact same make that Gale Force was wearing. The exact same coat. It's very uncanny. The exact same door. Number 6. Gale Force is so stalling. That's the exact same coat that he wore. The exact same make.
Yeah.
Unusual, isn't it? He's
Yeah.
in Gale Force's stall. Gale Force need to wear a coat like exact same make. Now Equiano is in number 6, exact same stall where Gale Force was, and he's wearing the exact same coat, the exact same make. It's very canny, isn't it?
Uncanny, indeed.
It's that Equiano is a bigger horse, and he's got a longer back. Gale Force had a shorter back than Equiano.
Yeah.
He had a short back. He's got a longer back.
Uh-huh.
Gale Force was the only one that had a short back of the stallions when he was here. He's the only one that had a short back. All the rest of the stallions had a long back. He's the only one that had a short back. He looks like he's got a short back. Look,
Yeah, yeah.
he's got a short back. Short backs are very good for what they call sprinting. Sprinting.
Yeah, power.
You know, Decorative de Bowie, he's got a short back.
I see.
Decoration, right? Oh.
Golf buggy. Right.
Hello. What's that for? What do you use that for? What do you use it for?
Maybe on the farm.
It's a decoration knife. They're all having their dinner. They're all wearing their coats today. You can't see them wearing their coats. Nationals in New Zealand. I wonder how he's getting on over there. Doesn't look like they're getting any luck here. I'm going to show you the breeding shed, folks.
Probably do.
Look, look.
Hello.
Where are you going?
How's it going?
Monday.
Keeping
Lovely.
quite chilly out today.
Yeah.
Now, this is the back of the stables area here, and Stallion Stable. And here, building here behind here is the breeding shed where all the covers happen. All the mares go in to meet up with the stallions and have their rendezvous or their
Romantic liaisons.
romantic liaisons. And these are the stallions' paddocks. Now this is St Vincent's Beer side over here on the left, and this is what I renamed Decoration Nice side of the paddocks. It was Gale Force side of the paddocks, and Gale Force was here. It's now Decoration Nice side of the paddocks. Now this is a paddock here of the stable. Sometimes they put horses in here for some reason when if they're working on the particular stallion. They're working on their paddock, the staff are working on their paddocks, or unless there's cows in the stallion's paddocks. They say there's a Vincent Spears is in here, and they'd have cows maybe in this paddock. They put Invincible in here, or say National Defence. They have something in this paddock, or their staff are working on this paddock. They put him in here. This use that paddock for that if it does if it does purposes. They only use that for that kind of those kind of purposes. You know, if there's cows in the particular stallion's field, they put the horses in that paddock. Otherwise, they put them into their own paddock. They had a Invincible in here for a while there. But last week or the week before last, they had Invincible in here in that paddock. They had cows. See, there was cows in his paddock, you see, the last week or 2 weeks ago, and they put Invincible in here. So they'd often put him in there. I had Free Eagle in there a few times as well, and they had National Defence in here one time as well, and they had Decoration Night in here one time. They had a few horses in here. They had Gay Horse in here one time, I remember, as well too. So they've had a few horses in here, and due to cows in their field or the staff working on their paddocks, you know, they're getting their paddocks getting their paddocks lawned, I mean, with the lawnmower, you know, so they put them in here for those kind of purposes. But there's two sides of the paddocks, as you can see. There's Invincibles and there's Decoration Nights. I'll walk you down a little bit down here. This is Vincent Beard's side here. This is the king. This fee has been changing so many times. So it's been like, what, 3 times?
That we were here, yeah. While we were here.
Huh?
Wasn't it 100,000 at one point?
120,000 when we first came here. And then it went down to 100 grand, I think, in 2019, was it?
I think so.
100 grand 2019. Then it went down to 80,000, I think, last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So this is the king himself. This is his paddock. And it's now 80,000 euro. And this is, he's going into his 18th season this year, believe it or not. His 18th season with the stud. And
Is that at an angle, I'm imagining it?
huh?
Is that slightly askew as an angle?
It's an angle, is it?
Yeah,
it's,
slight angle.
it's not straight, isn't it?
No,
It's crooked, is it?
crooked, yeah.
Yeah. But his 80,000, his 17th of February, 1997 is his birthday. He's only one of the stallions that's born in the 90s, believe it or not. And he's quite small. He's only 15 hands, 3.5 hands high. Quite small. It isn't that big at all now. And Green Desert is his Tsar. Raphael's his dam. And he's not owned by this. He's not owned by the Irish National Stud. He's owned by Prince A. Vaziel, unusual name.
Mm-hmm.
And its breeder is Navara Limited. Some weird name anyway. His trainer is the late John Dunlop. He passed away. So he's been doing very well this year. And by rights, his fee should be going up because he's had so many grade 1s. He's had a lot of grade 1s this year. He's had 20 individual grade 1 winners, 2020 grade 1 winners, Nasif, a Valmount Stakes grade 1, Sun Chariot Stakes grade 1, Digital Age Turf Classic Stakes grade 1, a Cloak of Spirits grade 1 P. I don't know what P is supposed to stand for. And Tsar of Tsars, Killman, Cable Bay, Lawman, I Am Invincible, National Defence. And Mrs. Beard's average at Tattersall's Book 1 was 293,000 guineas, which is magnificent, by the way. It's incredible. So he's the main man. He's the top dog of the stud. He's the highest fee stud here. So he went down due to the COVID. So I'm not too sure he'll go back up again, but I'm hoping he'll go back up again when all this COVID's over. So anyway, that's the king himself. Oh. Next down is Free Eagle. They were saying a Free Eagle may be going, but I mentioned it to Paul, and he said it's the first he heard of it. He said it's the first he heard of it. So, and I went to Sean, and he said that he's had a good year. He's had a very good year. It's looking very doubtful that he'd be going anywhere. So, looking very doubtful that he'd be going anywhere. So Now this is Friegel's paddock, and he's now down to now this is Friegel's now. He's gone down to 8,000. Now Friegel, when we first came here, you can get a shot of his poster. But Friegel, when we first came here, Friegel was at 20,000 euro when we first came here, which was he was the second highest after Invincible when we first came here, and then he went down to. I think he went down to 12,500. Is that right? Went down to 12,500. Is that right?
Yeah.
And then he went down to 8,000.
That's right.
So he went down to 12,500. He went from 20,000 to 12,500. Is that right?
Yeah. I think so.
Then down to 8,000.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Probably because of the COVID, not because he wasn't doing well.
Yeah,
That-
it's COVID.
COVID. This year and last year, COVID.
Yeah. So, and they were saying that he may be going, but Dave was saying he's not doing well. But according to other staff, he's doing very well. And according to what it says on Twitter, he's had a load of wins. He's had a lot of great ones and stuff like that. He's had he's had a few triple wins as well, triple group ones, and he's doing very well in the sales as well. He's doing very well in the sales this year. And this week, he's had another sale yesterday. Not yesterday, today, as well, to very, very high price. I can't remember. Sticking at Twitter, sticking at it in the restaurant today. He's doing brilliantly. So, Paul currently, as I mentioned to Paul what David said, he said, "Oh, that's the first I heard of it." So, and then according to Sean, he says it's looking very doubtful because he's had a very good year. And he says, I was telling him what David said, I don't know where you got that from. It's a whole pile of rubbish. He said, that's a whole pile of rubbish. I don't know where you got that from. It's a whole pile of rubbish. And it's very doubtful that he'll be going anywhere, so don't need to worry. So, you're safe. You're very safe. My friend's safe, so. I go mad I lost Friegel. Down here is the National Defence, but...
Nothing.
Huh?
He's in France anyway.
He's
Oh,
not
he's in
here,
Australia.
but I just talk about him anyway. Now national. I only got introduced to national on he first came here on the 1st of November 2017, and I didn't get introduced to him until the 3rd of November, which was the Sunday. All right, Sunday. The Sunday, and I met up with him again. I met up with him twice. Met him on the side. I've been now. The second, third. I met up with them twice. I mean, the 3rd and the 5th. All right, 3rd and the 5th.
Yeah, I think so.
It was the 3rd and the 5th. It was closed on the 5th of November on the 2017. So I met him on the 3rd and again on the 5th. He came on the 1st. I met him on the 3rd. I met him on the 5th of. So my first day I met him was on the 3rd. He came on the Thursday, which was the 1st, and the 2nd and the 3rd. So the 3rd was the Thursday was the 1st of November, isn't that right? The first was Thursday, and the second was Saturday, and then I met him again on the Sunday, I think, and I met him again on the 5th, and I went to see him again on the last day. I think it's around like that. And he was in the Sun Cherries yard. He was in the stalls. He was in the folding unit area. At the back stall on the left, on the left corner. He was in there, but they hadn't set up a stable for him yet at the time. They hadn't set up a stable for him. They told us, they said, they have a son of Invincibles coming. It's the Spirit's son is arriving to the stud. So usually when they're bringing stallions in, they wouldn't bring him till the new year. But he arrived slightly early, so we're lucky to have met him to meet up with them before the store closed. So we had the opportunity. We had lucky to meet him. We were lucky to meet up with him twice before the place closed. So he came on the Thursday, but nobody told us. Nobody has said to us he came on the Thursday. If they had said to us he came on Thursday, we probably would have met up with him more times than we did. So they came on the Thursday evening of the 1st of November 2017. We only met up with him on the 3rd and the 5th of November. So we'll know him 4 years in the 3rd of November this year. 4 years in the 3rd of November this year, we'll know him exactly 4 years. So, but he's over in Australia now, and his fee was, when he first came here, I think his fee was, what was his fee? Oh yeah, 10,000. Yeah, 10,000. Exactly the same fee as his dad when he first came here. 10,000 was his, is that right? 10,000?
Yeah, 10,000. Yeah.
Yeah, his fee is 10,000 when he first came here, and then what was it the following year?
I don't know.
Did
What's
go
it
up?
now?
Huh?
5,000. 5,000 now, yeah? I think it went down probably.
It's now 5,000. So did it go down the following year?
I think so, yeah. 8,000. Was it 8,000?
8,000. Did it
Think
go down
so.
to 8,000 or 9,000? Was
I
it
think it
about
was
9,000?
8,000. One or the other.
I think it was about 9,000. Something like that. I can't remember. Or the 15,000. I think it went up to 15,000. I think it was, and then went down to 5,000. Something along those lines. But I know it started. I know starting fee was 10,000 because that's the same. Because I can remember because it was the same price as his dad was when he first came here. It was 10,000. So it's the same starting fee as his dad. Very uncanny, isn't it? So 10,000 was his starting fee. He's over in Australia. He started shuttling. Well, he's supposed to have shuttled. He's supposed to have started shuttling Australia since 2018. He was gone over there in 2018 to start his first year as shuttle horse, but just as he's getting on the plane to go to Australia, he got kicked by a horse. So he had to come back here again, and we found him here, back here at the stud, on the 21st of June. The 21st of June or 21st of July? The 21st of June, I think it was. You happen to spot him here in this exact paddock. This exact paddock, he's over there in the corner. And Liam thought it was decoration night. He thought it was decoration night. He said, that's our chestnut.